So since we are in the Power Apps portal, I think we'll just start building our application rather from here. Okay. So very quickly, we just click on blank app and we want to use Canvas app. All right. So I like using phone because these days people are inclined to their phones. So I just think it's beneficial once you use phones, or I don't know, probably I think it's your call though, whichever format you think works for you, then just go with that one. Yeah, I think phone is actually all right. So just click on app name and then let's just give this leave tracker app. All right. So just click on create, and this will just do the magic for us, and it's going to create a blank app. So just letting us know if we want to connect to anything, none for now, and then we can start building from here. All right. Okay. So let me just, well, I'm not good at UI, UX, so don't judge me as I'm building anyway. So I'm just going to be showing you guys how to tweak some controls and how to make your app interesting. So let's just, let's do shapes. All right. And then we just do triangle. Okay. Expand this, expand this. Okay. Makes sense. And insert. Want to insert a label. Okay, so we want to make this to be white. So come over here and then we'll just do color. And this is going to be color dot white, right? Okay, so we have text here, and then we can just do text. So I want this to be like a greeting thingy, right? Just say maybe hi Chidi or whatever, or whoever is logged in. So we'll just do hi. Um, hi. So we can say hi Chidi, right? But obviously this is not dynamic, so I want it dynamic. So to do that, I'll have to connect to Office 365. So click on data sources here and add data source, and I'll just do Office. So she give me Office 365 users, right? This one here. Okay, so click here, click on connect, and it's connecting us to Office 365, and it should appear here, letting us know that we now have this connection in our app. So very quickly, we can now use info from this connection. So come over here, and then we'll just do ampersand, Abi and anyone you call it though, and then we'll just do users. Uh, then we can say full name. So this should be, sorry, not users rather. So user and full name. So this should be hi test user. So that's who is logged in anyways. So the test user is logged in. Yeah. So if I uh, if I share this app with, let's say, Udochi, what she's going to see here is hi Udochi. So it's going to be dynamic basically. Okay. So let's add another. Let's come over here and let's add another. So I'm not going to change this um to the custom name. So for example, you can actually change this to greetings. But I'll be doing that though. I just waste my time and yeah, but let's keep things very fast and simple. So we can add another text label. Um you can just say create a leave request below. Alright, so create a leave request below. Let's make this like 20. All right, so let's make this like 30. Okay. So I want this to be white. We can also come here and actually choose the color we want to use. So let's just go with white, and it changes to white. Maybe I'll take this up a bit. Okay, so I like it here though. Just okay. I think here's nah. It's too. Why is it not clicking? So we just drag it down a bit. Okay, makes sense, yeah. So this one, let me just make it bold. Oh, bold is too much. Let me just make bold here. Okay. Again, don't blame me for my UI UX design. Okay, so I also want to put like a button here, so I'll just click and put this button down here. Say submit. Or just submit, right? Okay, so what are we submitting? We want to submit a form, right? So to before you can submit any form, we have to kind of like create a data source where our form will be saved to. So we're going to create like a list. So click on lists, and this will open up. I think our app is looking good so far. What do you guys think? Oh, I know it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, so this is still working. My internet is quite slow, anyways. Okay, so I'll just click on new lists. Welcome to lists. I'll click on new list, and I will just create a blank list, and then I'll just say leave uh tracker. Choose a color, choose an icon, then just create. Okay, 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 okay. All right, it's creating. My internet is a bit slow, you guys. Okay, so I'll click on this one, then text. I'll do next. Oh, text, and then do next. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll just do full. I'll just do employee full name. All right, and save. Um, Here I can come over and do text again. So I'll do email ID and save. And here I can do daytime. So next, start dates. Then click on save. Daytime. Next, end dates. Click on save. Then yes, no. Next is approved. Uh, Default should be no. So I'll save this. Okay. Um, then here I'll just do so let's do choice. So next status, right? So let's yeah, choice. So let's call this approved. Let's call this uh declined, right? So let's just have only two choices here: approved and declined. Okay, so we can use this list to build our app very quickly. So let's just copy this, Control C to copy, come up to Power Apps, and we want to click on this data source. Come over here, then search for SharePoint. Click on SharePoint and connect to cloud services. We don't have any on-prem gateway, blah blah blah. So paste this link in here, click on connect. It should bring out the site name for us. So leave tracker, click on leave tracker and connect to that list. So we now have the list as a connection in our app and we can make use of it. So click on insert and click on edit form. So we would just drag this down here like this. Looks good. Connect to data. Click on this one. All right. So click on Live Tracker. So this should bring up a form for us. All right. All right. All right. But just see one thing here. So if I click on the preview button, I don't see any form here displaying. That's because the form. Don't show me again. So that's because the form. Let me just quickly go back here, click on this form. So that's because the form is in edit mode. So I'll just click on new. So so basically it's going to initialize the form as new, right? So if I click here again, we can see the form. Makes sense, right? Okay, so I can see that some things are not supposed to be here. We're going to address that very soon. So very quickly, come over here, click on form, and we want to click on edit field, right? So we don't want attachments. So remove, we don't want status. We don't want you can just hold on for 1 minute, please. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I need to yeah, so this one has to go. So sorry. This is just for backend validation. So remove. And this title, this is kind of tricky, right? So I'll show you guys why I say it's tricky later on. Let's just expand this. Okay, everything looks good. Let me take this up a bit. All right, cool. Everything looks good. Um, okay. So let's see. So, um, so let me show you guys, right? When I preview this, right? But before I do anything, let's do another screen called screen 2. So let's make it blank. Insert and just say check. Just put it in here. Make this kind of big like this. All right. Then I want to make this green. Which screen should I use? Let's do this. Check this green. Yeah, let's manage this one. Okay, so we'll just do text label and just come over here and then we'll just say your leave requests has been sent to your manager for approval. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I know, fingers crossed for you. So send your leave request to your manager, blah blah blah, fingers crossed, right? So which means that once I click on the submit button, I'm going to be redirected to this screen, right? So click on screen 1 and click on submit. So when I click on submit, I have this on select. What do I want to happen? So what I want to do is I want to do submit form and submit form. I want to submit form 1. All right. And so I think I can also do no. So for submit form 1 and I want to navigate to screen 2. All right. And then I don't have any transition. So no transition. So none, right? So when I click on submit button, what happens is it's going to submit form 1 and then it's going to take me to screen 2. So if I click on this preview, okay, and so I mean, like, what should I put in title? Because this title is very, very annoying, all right? Because I can't do anything with title. I don't need that information, or I don't need to fill in whatever it's asking me to do. So if I come over here, right? So if I click on form 1 and then I come to edit fields and then I remove title, what is going to happen? So when I hold on, let me drag this down a bit, then take this button up, right? So when, okay, let me just take this down a bit. Yes. Okay. So now when I preview this and then I do, so let's say test user, then email ID is tests.user at email, no, sorry, at shitty.com. So I want to start on 5th and I want to end on 14th, right? Okay, so if I click on submit, now you can see network error, blah, 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 title is required. So if I come over here and I refresh, nothing actually shows up here. That's because the title field wasn't or don't have any value rather. Okay, so it just proceeded to do this for me. Anyways, so go back to screen 1. All right, you guys, hold on 1 minute. All right. Okay, so you guys, I was actually doing something before I left. So okay, I was explaining what happened, right? But when I click on submit now, in as much as this didn't validate, all right. So in as much as this didn't validate properly, it still took us to the screen. So well, there's a way you can work around that, but I won't be doing it in this video. Probably I'll show you guys how to do that in later videos. Anyways, uh, okay. So we're just trying to see how we can move around this title ish. So very quickly, let's click on form 1 and let's click on edit fields. Now, I want you to look for the title. So click on title, then click on add, right? Then let's scroll down here, click on title, and we can't actually put a default value because that's what we're supposed to do, put a default value here so that it won't disturb us again. So just click on when we click on this one, right, it's going to say if we should unlock the fields to edit, which I just did. I didn't explain that part. So let me just remove this and then put in 0. No, not 0 actually, just put in 0. Okay, so what I'll do is, since I've put a default value here, I'll just turn this off to be visible. All right, so this should go off visible. Just hold on 1 minute. Let me put that on again. Shouldn't have done that. Done the whole card like this. Turn it off. Yes. So this is visible. So let's do submit form. Okay, so let's try that again and let's see. So when I come over here and test user start date, if I submit, now you can see that everything went through, and then now it takes us to this page. So I come over here and I refresh, you should see this record. All right, so we can just hide this. So you just click on column and then we just click on hide, and we'll just click on title and apply. Sorry, now this is hidden. All right, so we'll just look at the records that we need. So if I come over to PowerApps, and obviously I don't want my users every time. Okay, so this one now is, now we've come over to this screen. Let's also have a way where we're going to click, it takes us back to the home screen. So we'll just do inserts and then we'll just add a button here. So we'll just put this button down here and then you just say home. So click on this and then we'll just see navigate to screen 1. We have transition or transition none. Okay, so click here, it takes us back to screen 1. So let me show you guys how that works. So click takes us to home, right? Okay, so now also hold on 1 minute, let me show you guys something. So when I did this, when I click, like I see no form appears here. So that's because we need to what is it called again? We need to oh my god, reset the form. So click on, no, not submit, rather um click on screen 2, right? So click on home. All right, and then we'll just do reset form. To reset form 1. Now we'll close this. Okay, so when I do this again, click on home, you can see the form now is up, right? Okay, cool. So obviously I don't want my users to always have to enter their full name and email ID because that would be too stressful. I just want them to know that, okay, this is their phone name, this is their email ID. So to do that, just click on this one here. Okay, click on no value, then unlock to change properties. Okay, and then this default, we'll just do user, all right, dot full name. This will give us the full name. You can see test user, and we don't want this to be editable. So what we'll do is we'll just come over here and then we'll just say display mode. So display mode is, we'll just say display mode dot disabled. So this will be disabled. You can't make any changes. Let me show you how that works. So you can see I can't do anything here, but I can see that it already has my information. Same thing for email ID. So click on email ID, and then I have to unlock this as well too. So defaults is going to be user dot email. All right, so this will give my email, and then I'll just come over to this one and I will say display mode. So display mode is going to be display the disabled, right? Okay, so they can't make any changes. So when a user is making use of your application, they just see that their name is already auto-filled for them and then their email ID is auto-filled for them. So I think that would make sense so that they won't have to have issues with typing, blah blah blah, right? So everything will just be systematic and will have the correct data being imputed. So the only thing they have to choose is just the start and end it. Okay, cool. So let's try and let's see how that works. So click on preview and test user email ID. So let's say start date. I want to start 8 and I want to end 21st. Okay, so submit, and then they should submit and tell us that your leave request has been sent to your manager for approval. Fingers crossed. So click on home, takes us to home, and we can fill another form again if we want to, but one is enough, right? Okay, so if I come over here, once I refresh, I think, yeah, I think this is it, but let me just be sure that this is it. Yes, this is it. Okay, so we have that working fine, but we need a way where once once the once the item gets added to this list, we want to start an approval flow and then send an email to test users manager. So to do that, very easy, go over to Power Automate. So click on Power Automate and this will open for us. Okay, so let's see. Power Automate, PowerApps. Okay, this is loading. Okay, so choose your country. I'm in Nigeria. So let me just quickly put in Nigeria. Yes, so get started. Okay. All right. Let's cancel this out. So create a new flow. All right. And okay, cool. So let's do automated cloud flow. Let's call this leave tracker flow, right? So when an item is created in SharePoint, we'll click this one, click on create. So we'll just come over here and then also copy this list again just to be sure. So this is creating for us. So what site? So enter custom value, paste this in here. So we want to pick on the site name. So site name should be leave tracker. So click on leave tracker and do a new step. So when an item is created in SharePoint, we want to start an approval. So say start and wait for an approval, right? So let me show you guys how that looks like. Start and wait for an approval. Yeah. Oh, it just came out. How did I type again? Oh, all right. Hold on, you guys. Yeah. So this one. Okay. So approval type. Let's just do first to respond. Okay. And the title is we'll just say leave requests for employee full name, and let's assign this to manager. Sorry, that should be test manager. That's what I called it. So test manager, right? Yes. Obviously you can make this dynamic. You can add the user's manager here. I'll show you guys how to do that in another video though, but this one is just for the context of this video. So we can just say hi, just requested a leave, no, just submitted a leave request. Please, I need you. Please, no, please, your product is needed. The leave is from start dates to end dates, right? Next step, we want to do control, right? So control and then condition, right? So if the um response, right? So response is approval response. If it equals to condition, so if it equals to approve, or not equals to do, let's do contain. So if it contains approve, then we want to do something. So if it contains approve, or if this is true, what do we want to happen here? So we want to send an email, right? So we just do send email. Okay. So this should be send an email v2, sign into Outlook for us. And yeah, so send an email to let's use dynamic content. So send an email to email ID. Let's just say leave approved. So you can put like anything you want to put here, like the body, blah blah blah. But we'll just leave that for now though. And then we also want to add an action. We want to update an item in SharePoint, right? Or updates each time I type is when it's going to come out and then go back again. Update item, right, in SharePoint. So what is the site address? We'll just paste that in here. Enter custom value. Yes, so site name is leave tracker. Okay, so what is the ID? We'll just put in ID here. And then the title, let's just search for title. So put in title, employee full name. So we can leave this, all right? We can leave all these ones. So what we need to update is, we need to update this one. So it's approved. We want to say yes. And value, we want to say approved, right? Okay, cool. And I think that's just that for this one. So for no, what do we want to do? We want to send an email. All right. So send an email. Okay. So what we're sending it to email ID. So we'll just say leave client. So add an action. Add an action. We'll just say updates. Nah. So updates item SharePoint. So we'll paste this in here as well too. All right. Uh, enter custom value. Paste it in here. So leave tracker. All right. So ID and title. Just search for that. This is required. So approved is going to be no, and status is going to be declined. Okay. And yeah, so that's it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we can just go ahead to save this. Error. So I can see one error. Body is required. Okay, so they want me to put a body. Okay, so let's just do your leave has been approved. Okay. Send email. Your leave was declined. Okay. So let's save. Everything is saving, and yeah. Okay, so warnings. Let's see. Blah blah. Run this flow. Run this approval flow to initiate. Blah blah. So let's test. No, let's not even test it now here though. Anyways, it's gonna work. So hopefully it's going to work. Okay, so let's okay, so let's do this and see how it looks like. So when I come over here and then I create a new flow, or sorry, I create a new leave request. So let me come over here and do. I want to go and leave from 10, which is on Monday, and I want to come back on Friday for 10th, right? So click on submit, and then this works fine. So click on home. So come over here and then refresh. We should see that inputs. So we can see from 10 to 14. Okay. So we can see it's approved status. Nothing is showing here, right? Which makes sense anyways. So when I go over to my email, I should get what's it called? I'm trying to remember this. I should get a notification. So let me just quickly sign into my email and yeah, start from there. Okay, guys, so I didn't get the email in my inbox, like the manager, because this is where I was supposed to get the email, but I didn't get the email. So let me see what happened. So I want to use a different browser, right, and sign in. Yeah. So let me see what exactly might be going wrong. Okay, so I'll just sign in with test user. Mm, internet, come on, please. Internet is kind of low. Let me just pause this video. When it's up, I'll play back. Okay, guys, so I'm in now. And let me see what went wrong with the flow and what we can correct. So my thingy is still turning, and I don't know why internet is just slow today. It's just very annoying. Oh, but anyways, we have to finish this today. You guys can see how it works, right? Okay. Internet is just very slow. So sorry about this experience. I know you're just watching, just like, oh, what's going on? Okay, I think it's up already. Yeah, so let's look at Power Automate. I think it's just the browser, because I don't know, because at Edge it wasn't this bad on Edge. Then just came to Chrome and then everything is just slow. My God. Okay, so let's see. Still loading. Still loading here as well too. Okay. So let's inspect our flow. So let's look at my flows. So let's see what we did wrong. Okay. So let's see. Click on this. So let's look at if this ran at all. So this is still running. Yeah. So I think the issue was with this approval, or is with this approval. I think it's with the approval thingy. Okay. So let me just try and do another one again. Let me try and do another. Let me try and submit another one again and see. I think the issue came from that approval. Dun, 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 dun. But I already published the app anyways. Oh, I just got something. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I just got something. Yeah. Okay, it just came in. Okay, so let me click on this. And so you can see here it's saying that, hi, test user just submitted a leave request. Please, your approval is needed. Okay, so he's now saying the leave is from this date to this date, right? So if I approve this, so let me click on approve and then I'll click on submit, right? And then I've approved this leave. All right. So since now I've approved the leave, let's see the experience from this guy's end. So let me just open up Outlook, see how it looks like. Okay, so Outlook is opening, and let me just pause this, and then I'll play back when Outlook is okay. Yes. So now you can see leave has been approved, right? So if I click on this, now you can see leave approved. That makes sense, right? And obviously, if I had any comments or whatever, it would have appeared on the body as well. So let me show you how declined looks like. Let me show you how declined looks like. So if I should do okay, so let me come over to apps. I think I already published this. So let me check my phone to see if it's already. No, it's not my phone. I'm not signing with this guy. So let me just open the app here. Okay, fetching your app. Let's give this some time. Okay, so employee ID, high test user. Okay, so click on this one. So let's say I'm going on 12th. So okay, and I want to come back on 20th. Okay, so click on submit. Everything goes to these dots, and then it's telling me it's been sent to my manager, right? So go to my manager's end. Sorry, this is my manager's end, right? I got confused. Okay, so let's just click on Outlook to refresh. Okay, so this is the one I just replied, yeah? This one, I believe so. Yeah, this is the one I just replied. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the new one to come in. So I believe that should have taken effect. So let me just refresh. You can see this one was succeeded, yeah? So another one should be running because I just submitted. Let's see. So let me go to lists. Let me just check again. Refresh. Another one should run. Let's see what happened there. 12 to now you can see approved was checked, and you can see approved there. But let me see what happened here. This is meant to have kickstarted a flow already, and is word, yeah. So you can see running. So this flow just got kick started and is running. Very soon I will get an email. Very soon I'll get an email that will tell me to approve of this guy's leave, and I'll just do decline so you guys can see how it looks like. Okay. What's the time? I think we've spent some time here. But we'll soon be done anyway, so no worries. I'm just showing you in real time so you see how it works. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's still running. So you can even see where what it has done so far if you just check. So I just got an email now. But before I check that email, I want to show you guys what I was about showing you. Okay. Come on. Oh, why are you this slow? Anyways, I just got an email now. So if I should go back, write my email again. I think this is my email. So you can see. So if I click on this one and then do reject, so submit. So I should get a rejection email. So I think I just got an email now though. So this is the test user. Now you can see leave declined. Now you can see your leave was declined. And if I go over to this one and I refresh, I should see declined. You can see declined. This wasn't checked. So yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, this is all about showing you guys. Anyways, yeah, but you shall get the point of how it works, right? So if you were declined, if it was approved by your manager, you see it here and you see the status. But let me just give a clear picture about everything. Now, this list that I just did, it must not be inside of the affected user, or I mean, this list can be in, in a secluded account as well as the Power Automate flows, right? So it must not be within this account. All right. So I'm just doing this as a test. Just had to put it out there. So I was about showing you guys something before I came over here. So if you click on this run history, you can see like the checks or for your flows, and then if it failed anywhere, you'll be able to see that. You can also see like the JSON format of everything, and you can see this was checked, so this passed everything. This worked. So you can see that this did not run. You can see this X means it did not even like trigger at all because this was false, right? Because it was false, this one's got triggered. So he sent an email to this guy with this subject, with this body, and he also updated this item in SharePoint. So basically, that is what has happened. All right. So hopefully I just believe you gain something meaningful from this video and implement your own environment. And if you have any questions about Power Platform, please feel free to reach out to me via my email, and I will be so kind and so willing to reply and answer your queries. Okay. Thank you and God bless. So bye for now.